managed to get it out. And Elena seems to have no idea what to say. She's still pretty conflicted herself, I imagine. For as much arguing over Ryudo being the most important thing to Elena, and Elena herself struggling to accept that he is important to her, despite that they're struggling to admit it, we know he is. When the Horns had Ryudo, Elena, without a moment's hesitation, said, "Look, just save him. I don't care what happens to me." If that doesn't mean anything. Gotta go check up on her, though, because something happened and now nobody's here. I think something else to mention is Ryudo mentioned that he felt connected to Elena's heart when the Horns had him, but Millennia was there too. He has to have felt as much a connection to her as he did to Elena. And they've hinted a few times now that perhaps we haven't seen Millennia terribly often, but they've hinted a couple times now that things happen and occur off-screen. Time passes, days pass, and Millennia's likely come out in that time. because Ryudo wanted to thank her and didn't have the opportunity. Her face in this panel. She's genuinely troubled by this. And the two of them are two sides to the same coin. What one is and does, the other is not and cannot. Well, frickin' crap. God dang it, everybody's screwing everything up and nobody's doing anything right. Frickin' Ryudo messed up everything. Who knows what's going on with Millennia? Elena's confused and doesn't understand what's going on, and she's still trying to figure out what's going on in herself. I hate all of you! I want to see Millennia again. I want to see Millennia again, and I want to get everything straightened out, and I want frickin' everybody to be happy. Well, we're off on a fairly lengthy journey. Let's spend a night at the inn, see what everybody has to say. Yeah, it's not a matter of, like, a little thing. It's... one tastes like candy, one tastes like fish. Ah, so what about these berries, then? How would something like that even work? Like, it's taste, but, like, the first thing that it encounters is taste. So it would, like when you're putting it in your mouth, it doesn't have a chance to get into the mind and trigger some chemical reaction that would go back to your history or your childhood or your fond memories or whatever. Even if there was, like, some kind of chemical that would do that. Like, it's... I don't know, unless maybe the berry itself doesn't taste like anything? But it sends a chemical into the system that... Ah! You would. Yeah, that's interesting. And that not only... it was very recent, of course, that she had that memory in the first place, but that she could actually form an affection for one memory over another, a preference for one memory over another. Oh my. Okay, I think we're running out of stuff to say. Yeah, alright, we're done. So until next time, everyone, our journey continues. We're heading next to the Rift. This is the location where the Granisaber should actually be. It's also held within a massive tornado that's existed since the actual Battle of Good and Evil, and is the source of all the Granicliffs. So that's cool. We've also got Elena and Ryudo and Millennia having some real problems, and I'm not entirely sure what happened to Millennia and Elena. Elena's very confused right now. And the end of our adventure is quickly coming. And that could mean a few different things for Elena. She could perhaps be dreading the end of it, because that means her and Ryudo will be splitting ways. It could also be something she's now looking forward to in order to remove herself from these complications. Until next time, everyone, I just want everybody to be freaking happy. Though admittedly, this is the point of the game in playing through the very first time. In my youth. This is the point in the game where it occurred to me that love triangles cannot have a happy ending. Rationally, it's just not gonna happen. And that really made me dread what was going to happen later.